What is up, party people? Let's talk about this league. Breach, how's it been going for you? Leave a comment down below, let me know, because I've been having an awesome time. I keep saying, like, I need to make a video, but instead I just keep mapping, and I'm going delve map, delve map, delve map, and then I go to the Genesis tree and I birth some stuff. I got 20 regals out of the tree, I got currency, I got a Foulborn that's worth 70c, I have divines now to my name. I'm still not doing tier 16 or up maps. I think, like many people, my timeline this league is a little bit disrupted by like Halloween events and just random stuff going on in life, so it's been a little bit slower, but honestly it's been going great. I want to talk about how to make some early money, or at least how I have been making early money. This is like gonna be a very realistic look because I am not super experienced, right? I don't have like Omega strats, but I do have enough experience to know what to look for early, how to get going in a way that is so simple, so head empty that I know you can do it because I can do it. Very quick overview of my build. This is a Shockwave Cyclone build. It's using Ground Slime of Earthshaking. I'm just gonna mouse over my gear, and you can pause this video if you really want to see any part of it, but the gear isn't really that good, so you know, I'm just starting out, so none of this is that incredible. This build has been destroying breaches. I've been able to do the hive fortresses, and those loot drops are so juicy and so good. Here we have a yellow desert spring. So this build was the one I planned to do. I started diverting from it a little bit and came back to it, but it is a cyclone build, Cyclone of Tumult, that also uses Shockwave on General's Cry. So you'll eventually see like the amount of area this build can cover is what makes it so perfect for this, and the bossing damage, I do have to say, lacks a little bit, but honestly it's worth it because the breach is all about clear, and so it's worth it just to have insane clear. Let's do a breach together for fun, shall we? I know there was a lot of trouble getting breaches stabilized early on, and now I'm just so easily doing it with this build. You can see like the clear that I'm getting is really good, and I think I'll get to T16 maps today, probably in the next couple hours. It just depends on what maps I pick up for money. My whole plan is to just continue doing breach, and here we have the breach boss, so let me just kill him for you real quick. You do have to watch out for that swinging attack here. The other thing is this build is getting really helped by the graphs. The graphs are really, really good. So there you go. The Cyclone build has been so easy because it's a one button build, and I have the graphs that are working really well for me. I'm not really using them for the effects on them, like this one has stun duration, this one has impale effect. Like, I am using those things, but not, I'm probably benefiting from them less, like more than I realize. But what's really big is these return to dust and seize the flesh. You can see the damage on these is kind of nuts. And it does deal quite a lot of damage. I know that part of the reason it deals a lot of damage is because it doesn't really scale, but this is totally worth it. It like absolutely adds to this build and makes it a lot better, especially when they come in, because they come in like in a circle, so they just smash down and everything. Basically, I'll go to a map, I'll do the breach, I'll do the sulfite nodes, and then I will go, if I have enough graft blood, I'll go to the monastery and poop something out, and then the mine encampment. And the mine encampment, getting money from delve is super, super easy if you've never done it before. I'm not even that far in. Basically, you want to look for these like tier 2 or tier 3 azurite nodes particularly. Once you find the azurite nodes, they're super quick to go through, and the azurite can be directly turned into chaos. The cities in delve are really, really good for getting early crafting currency. So that's one thing I prioritized this time around, was getting into delve early just so I could get some crafting currency. and some mapping gear because the cities give you Orb of Horizons and maps. So it's a lot easier to get Atlas completion. I'm only at 65, which honestly is like respectable for day like 2, 3. It's Sunday, so as you can see, this is like super head empty. I just attack things, and then eventually you get the loot explosion. You get gold, so gold sustain is fine. Map sustain is fine. Gear down here as well. And then you can just go to Nico and purchase the small resonators. And those are what I've been selling, especially like right now, they're worth a lot of money. So the small resonator, each one is worth around 3C. It went down just a bit, around 3C. So if you get a stack of 10 of them, then you have 30 chaos. You know, you do that for a little bit of time and you've got yourself a divine right there. One of these divines, I have 2 divines. One of them I found, and the other one I bought by a chaos just from Azurite. And right now is the time to buy divines because they will become worth more chaos later on. The other thing to look for are these cities. This city, I did every node that I could here because I got red maps, I got yellow maps, I got like 20 fusings in each one of these, which is kind of crazy. At least 2 chaos per node here. You get lots of like alts and random currency as well, so it's a really easy way at the start. Like you can see, this isn't even at the bottom of the starting. Like this is where you start with, is this line here. And so it wasn't even farther than the starting node, and I got a bunch of really good currency for the beginning of the league. So definitely recommend that if you do explore Delve, at least for a couple minutes, just to get something in your stash. I'm sure I'll play around with other league mechanics. I typically like rotate between 4 different league mechanics very lightly, and I just stick to Delve for the most part. If you're looking for a very simple way to make money, I definitely recommend like just pooping out Foulborn uniques via the unique tree node here. This unique item womb. I definitely recommend like trying to get some expensive Foulborns this way. Also, early shipments is typically one way I get crafting currency. So I will send out smaller shipments. This one was 200k. I know some people save up until they have the full like millions of dollars. I don't. I'll send out a 50k shipment if that's all I have, because you know what that gives you? Annulments, binding, Orb of Horizons, chromatics, fusings, elks, scours, all the like little currency that you could need when you are just like rolling maps and stuff. So I've definitely been doing some small shipments and just kind of elk and go finishing my Atlas. Pretty soon I think I'll be ready for a new build, just because I usually like to have 2 different play styles in a league, so I'll usually go for one like this that's like 1 button melee, super basic, and then another one that's ranged, so I don't get too bored with one playstyle. So my next one I think is going to be a Spectre build, and I'm hoping to start that on stream and kind of show it off here as well. A different set of problems, a different playstyle. I haven't done a minion build in a long time, and I know its Spectres are really, really good, and the Bloodline Ascendancy for it is really good. So that is my next plan after all of this is a little bit more settled. I get to T16, I get some Void Stones, etc., etc. So let me know what you've been playing, what you've been farming, how the Sword League is going for you, because I definitely am curious. It was so awesome to see everyone's comments in my most recent PoE videos. You have no idea how excited I was about that. I saw some really good advice, and I always appreciate that. So thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!